Vlogmas Day 15. Hey everyone, and welcome to Day 15 of Vlogmas. Can you believe that December is already half over? I can't. We're 10 days from Christmas. This is insane. Time moves so quickly, it feels like lately. Anyway, no, I didn't vlog yesterday. I managed to pinch something in my neck while I was sleeping, and my chiropractor isn't open on Fridays. So yeah, I spent pretty much all of yesterday in bed, and I almost vlogged from bed on my phone, and then no, it wasn't a pretty sight. So yeah, my poor little neck, I can injure myself sleeping better than pretty much anyone that I know. I don't even know how it happens, but I will wake up just a mess, and it's insane. Anyway, for today's vlog, I thought that I would do another tag because I'm kind of unoriginal like that. And honestly, just because I'm still not feeling great today, so I spent the day in bed again. And yes, I don't have that much to talk about. So this is the Holly Jolly tag. And I found this on Nikki Phillippi's vlog. I'll link to that down below. I'm sure there a million people have done this so far, but that's where I found it. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into the questions. And if you do this tag as well, I would love it if you would leave me a link in the comments and I will go check out your video. Yeah, I can't believe I just forgot the word video. Pretty cool. Question number 1. Do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? Um, this year I'm honestly not doing much Christmas shopping at all. I'm buying for maybe 2 people. On the years that I do shop, I'm probably more of a last minute person even then. I don't know. Sometimes I'll find things months and months in advance and be like, oh, I have to get this, and then I forget. But yeah, I'm never one of those people that's like, I finished all my Christmas shopping by the beginning of December. Never happens. Like December 24th, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get something for this person. Yeah. Question number 2. If you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? Okay, I've been thinking about this question since I first saw this, and I am not coming up with a lot, but there are kind of 2 ways to look at this question. Like, is it what movie would you be in as a character? Like, what movie would you want to live? Or what movie would you want to have acted in and be like, I was totally in that? Which reminds me of this game that my dear departed best friend Todd and I used to play, which was, I think we called it I Was That Guy. We had issues. Um, we would just pick the most random extras from our favorite movies and pretend that we were that guy. Like, I don't even know how this started, so we'd be like, hey, you know the Battle of Isengard in Lord of the Rings, Two Towers? 73rd Orca Cross, 8th row back. That was totally me. We picked these really just completely random characters, and we'd be like, yeah, that was me. Because, who's going to call you on that? I don't even remember, the origin of this game. I think it came when we used to watch movies over the phone, all the time. I think we were watching Spider-Man, and it was, the scene where he's saving, I think it's, a trolley car or a cable car that Mary Jane's in, and we were like, oh, yeah, wouldn't that be great to have on your acting resume? I was the third dude from the left in the trolley car in Spider-Man. So yeah, that was our favorite game to play with random movies. I completely did not answer the question in that whole diatribe, but um I really can't decide. So I think most of my favorite Christmas movies are animated. So that kind of, unless you're doing voice acting, which I would love to do, knocks a lot out. Um, I think Love Actually would be fun because I would love to hang out with Alan Rickman. Um, yeah, I suck at this question. I'm sorry. I have no idea. No idea. Question number 3. Which do you like better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Um, I think I'm gonna go with Christmas Eve because it has that kind of magical, anticipatory feeling. You're really excited for everything that's going to happen. Because Christmas Day, as awesome as it is, you wake up and if you are with family or friends, you do kind of the present thing, and then there's just kind of this lull. By mid-afternoon, you've opened stuff, you've if you're me, gorged yourself on Christmas candy, and now you're just kind of like, it's over, to quote the great genius Strongbad, it's over. It's just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. Like, by that point, you're just kind of done. And, like, this thing that you've been building up to for weeks, it's over, you know? Which is kind of weird. But yeah, I think I would have to go with Christmas Eve in that case. Okay, number 4. When does your family put up your Christmas tree and who decorates it? I don't know if I have a photo to insert here. If I do, I will. But I was so poor, like the years that I lived in Florida, because I worked, well, still, but worked for Disney. So freaking poor that my Christmas tree, like my actual little tree that I'm going to set up this year, I had left back here in Missouri. I left it at my mom's house, and it like never made it to Florida. And I didn't have money for a new tree, so I freaking made myself a construction paper Christmas tree. And like, if you thought Charlie Brown's Christmas tree was pathetic, mine set like whole new records. But I was like, that is my tree. So I made, like, I didn't decorate or anything. It was legit like a green construction paper boop, 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 boop shape. That was my tree. This year, still haven't put up my tree, even though like it's upstairs, like in the closet. Haven't gotten to it yet. Gotta do it soon. It's like the middle of the month. I'm a tree procrastinator. Anyway, under more normal circumstances, in both terms, I usually put the tree up, like I said, in another vlog around like the 11th of December because that's my birthday and hey, might as well celebrate. Did you notice that I decorated, by the way? I'm really proud of this. I came across these like 5 minutes before I started filming and I was like, gonna stick those on my wall. Yeah, you're pretty impressed by that, aren't you? That is some amazing decorating. You can hire me. I'm totally available. What was I talking about? Oh, putting up tree, who decorates it? If I am at my mom's house, like we decorate it together, and then the cats love to help. If I'm at my own house, it is a piece of construction paper. Yeah. Normally, though, like it's just kind of a me thing, put it up, decorate it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I hate that like my head gets so big when I lean in to read these questions and suddenly I'm like all up in your grill. Okay. Number 5, white lights or colored lights. I like both. I think trees with just the white lights are really pretty. I just kind of like that effect, but then I love colored lights too. I don't know, I like both. I really cannot pick. Number 7, are you guilty of peeking at your presents or do you like the surprise? Now, like as an adult, I like the surprise. I don't want to be spoiled by, figuring it out. As a kid, like that was the best part in the days leading up to Christmas, like getting under the tree and just kind of like barely peeking in the little corners where you could kind of, wiggle it a little bit and try to get some idea. And like I never wanted to actually know, but that whole like little spy game of like trying to find little clues by like the shape of the box and like how hard it is and all that. That was like the best part. But then like if I did manage to wiggle it to the point where I could actually see what it was, I was always kind of bummed because then I didn't have the surprise. Number 7. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house or in Santa's workshop? I would totally rather live in a gingerbread house because it would smell amazing. Like, think about the smell of gingerbread, you guys. That would be awesome. And I mean, you'd have to like preserve it so that flies and stuff wouldn't be flying around all the time, but that would just smell so good. I don't think I'd want to work or live in Santa's workshop because it would be loud and there'd be like all these little elves everywhere. And I am totally a hermit. I don't want elves all up in my house. And like you'd have reindeer in and out of there all the time. And they might like expect you to work, which is just not going to happen. So yeah, definitely gingerbread house. As long as I didn't have to build it myself. Number 8. Tell us your Christmas Eve traditions. I don't really have any anymore. I guess that like when I move again, hopefully next year back to Florida, I need to kind of like start my new traditions. We always used to there was this amazing club at downtown Disney called the Adventurers Club, which was sort of I described it as like a murder mystery dinner without the murder, like where you interact with the cast members that are doing like the not plays, but like the like kind of plays, and then they interact with the audience and all that. Amazing place. Worst mistake Disney has ever made was shutting that down. But every year on Christmas Eve, the cast would read, was it Night Before Christmas? I think it was. I can't believe I'm blanking on this now. It's been a few years. But they would read that, and it was just kind of like a family thing almost, because there was a group of us that was there a lot. Like, if you work for Disney, you probably drink heavily. No, I'm totally kidding. But like that was kind of our thing. We would go there, a lot of us after work, and just like grab a drink and hang out with friends and trade stories from your day and, watch some shows and just kind of see, your coworkers and your friends outside of work. And it was a thing. But I mean, it was a very family atmosphere. The reading of the story on Christmas Eve was for, how like when you're older, you kind of find your own family, like your people that, you know, you know how that is. So that was kind of like our little family Christmas Eve type thing. And I miss that so much. It was one of my favorite things of the year. So yeah, that was my tradition. That was my favorite thing. And I'm sure I'll try to find a clip of that on YouTube and put a link down below so you can kind of see what that was like. But I don't think that that will really translate in video because it was like such a personal, very much like a family thing. I don't know how to describe it. But moving on, number 9. If you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would it be? Not going to answer that one truthfully for a lot of reasons. So I will say we will go with my like celebrity crush, which is Bear and Chris. Although the Edge from U2 would also be a very valid choice. Wouldn't kick Alexander Skarsgård out from under the mistletoe. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that because I am not going to the real answer of that one. Can actually think of a couple, but we're just gonna leave that one as it is. Number 10, what tops your tree? My like family tree at my mom's house, we've had the same angel for like my entire life, and I'm sure that it's even older than that. It's probably from like the 60s or 70s, and she's kind of like her face is getting kind of messed up now from being against other ornaments in the box, and so I've been trying to kind of restore that without like hurting it because it's so old, but we've had that forever. Um, what do I put on my tree? I don't even know. It's been so long. I'm so kind of excited now to put it up because I haven't seen my ornaments in a few years because I've been in Florida and it's been here in Missouri. So I don't even remember what I put on my own tree. I'll show you when I decorate it though. No worries. Okay, number 11. Can you name the 12 days of Christmas? Possibly, if I really stopped and thought about it. But like if I did that, this would be like a 12-minute video of me going, like making silly thinking faces, so we're just gonna kind of pass. Although, amusing story from my house here, I have a pear tree, like a legit pear tree, you guys. It doesn't have pears yet because it's not that old, but the other day I like went outside on the back deck and I just kind of like looked outside and my kitten Bear, who's like a pretty sizable little bear cat by now, I think I put a picture of him in my last vlog, was just sitting in the pear tree, like just chilling, like just sitting on a branch, bear cat in a pear tree, no big deal. And I was just like, Bear, are you practicing to be the partridge in the pear tree? And he's just like, just chilling, Mom, hanging out in the tree. So yeah, Bear is my partridge in the pear tree. That's all. Number 12, have you ever gone Christmas caroling? For the health and safety of others, I have not. I do not have a good singing voice, and I am not one of those people who's like trying to be cute and modest and be like, oh, I can't sing at all. And then they'll have like an amazing voice. No. From like a lot of years of allergies and acid reflux and stuff, my poor vocal cords like have had a rough life. Cannot sing, you guys. So I would not inflict that upon somebody in the holiday season. The closest that I have probably come to Christmas caroling is in my science class, I guess it was, in 7th grade when I lived in Tucson. I don't even know like what the point of this was, but we learned Grandma got run over by a reindeer and we practiced it every day for what I'm remembering as like 2 weeks. This was like valuable scientific learning time, obviously. And then we went around to like some other classrooms and sang it. So that is the closest I have come to Christmas caroling and probably the closest that I will ever get. Number 13. Do you count down to Christmas? And if so, how many days are left? I don't really like count down in a traditional, like advent calendar or like tear off the days type of thing. Um, I know that my birthday is exactly 2 weeks before. Whoa, what up with my hair here? Hang on. Okay, I think I got that hair situation under control. We were talking about counting down to Christmas. Basically, no, not really. I know that my birthday is exactly 2 weeks before Christmas, so when we hit that, I'm like, 2 weeks to go. Today, obviously the 15th, even I can do that kind of math. We have 10 days left. But not like, I don't do like a super specific countdown or anything. Although I've been at Walmart a lot lately, which I don't know why I've been like having to go there constantly, but they have a little blinky display when you walk in that says like 17 days till Christmas. Yeah. So that's kind of been my reminder. Number 14. What are some foods and treats you can count on having every holiday season? I can't really think of anything. What is up with my hair, people? I can't think of anything that I really have every year. When I was a kid, I loved, my mom is one of 18 kids, and every year she and her sisters have a holiday party where they like trade homemade baked goods, and one of my aunts makes amazing popcorn balls. So I always love those. And then one of my other aunts makes like homemade fudge that's really good. So I'm always excited about that. But nothing like, there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I could eat this every Christmas other than those things. So yeah, I'm kind of sucking at this tag, huh? Okay, last question, number 15. How has Christmas kept its magic for you as you've grown older? To be honest, I don't think that like Christmas is ever going to be the same, like hold the same magic as an adult because there's so much more that kind of goes into it. Like when you're a kid, it's all just about like dreaming about what you're going to get and the excitement and the, all that. So I don't think you can ever have that same feeling of magic, but like I'm really lucky in that I'm usually for Christmas at Disney World, which goes all out for Christmas. We have all the lights and the decorations and the fun food. It's just an amazing place to be for the holidays other than the crowds. So that kind of keeps it for me. I think you just kind of have to take it upon yourself to make your own Christmas magical. Like, you can't just expect it to happen. You kind of have to go out of your way to do those things that are going to make memories and kind of make it feel magical for you. So that is the last question. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys tomorrow. And again, if you do this tag, leave me a link so I can check it out. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.